Hello dear friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this very short video, I am going to tell you certain important MCQs on one of the romantic poets, S.T. Coleridge. Okay, so 25 important questions we are going to have. It's one sort of mock test for you, and your EMRS TGT PGT exam is very close. So without wasting time, let's have the important questions. But before going to the questions, now have a look over one of such older younger romantic poets, S.T. Coleridge or William Samuel Taylor Coleridge. You know, Samuel Taylor Coleridge took his birth in the year 1972 and died in 1836. In some of the exam question come related to his lifespan. Okay, from here you can calculate the lifespan. Now he was one of the members of the Lake Poets, or he was called one of the uh, poet of the Lake districts. Now who are the Lake Poets? That is your William Wordsworth, H.T. Coleridge, and Robert Sade. Now William H.T. Coleridge worked in collaboration with three with four poets: William Wordsworth, Robert Sade, Charles Lamb, and Leod. Okay. Now next point is that four poems in lyrical ballads. As you know that lyrical ballad is a joint publication of S.T. Coleridge and William Wordsworth. S.T. Coleridge and William Wordsworth, they collaboratively published lyrical ballads, and lyrical ballads in the year 1798. 1798 is the beginning of the romantic period, romantic movement, and lyrical ballad consisted of 23 poems, and out of 23 poems, William Wordsworth wrote 90 poems, and S.T. Coleridge 4 poems. Now, what are the 4 poems S.T. Coleridge wrote? You can see. First of all, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, The Foster Mother's Tale, The Nightingale, a conversation poem, and the fourth one is The Dungeon. Okay. Now, another important point that while he was writing or composing his poems, he was generally found in an opium induced state, especially while he was composing Kubla Khan. That time Mr. Coleridge was in an opium induced state. Now important works. What are the important works? First of all, Christabel, Kubla Khan, Rime of the Ancient Mariner, then Biography Literaria, his autobiography, then Dejection, an ode, and Frost at Midnight. Okay, now we have some important concepts. Important concept from H.T. Coleridge. We have willing suspension of disbelief, imagination and fancy, and the last one is primary and secondary imagination. The distinction between imagination, primary and secondary imagination. Now just to come back to MCQ questions. Okay, here are the MCQs. First question is H.T. Coleridge belong to the group of already I told you starting of the video that older romantic poets. Okay, he belonged to the older romantic poet along with William Wordsworth, Robert Sade, and Walter Scott. Okay, they belong to the older romantic poets. As you know that romantic poets are divided into two groups, older and the younger. Okay, now the phrase the willing suspension of disbelief is applied to Coleridge nature poems, poetic plays, poem on social themes, or poem on supernatural themes. So here the question is poem on supernatural themes. You have the poems like Christabel. Okay, you have the poems like Rime of the Ancient Mariner. There you can find the phrase willing suspension of disbelief. Now next question number third one is Coleridge wrote some of his poetry in collaboration with Wordsworth, Walter Scott, Robert Sade, or Shelley. Now already we discussed that he collaborated with four poets. Okay, one of them is William Wordsworth, and example is the lyrical ballad, publication of lyrical ballad. Now next one is the mariner. In the ancient mariner kill. Okay, in the rhyme of the ancient mariner, the ancient mariner kills or killed, that is an albatross. Okay, Now, fifth one is Coleridge once said, I have a smack of Hamlet myself. Why did he say so? Here the right answer, now come to the directly answer is because he suffered from Hamlet's fits of depression on account of his addiction to opium eating. Already I told you that he was found to write poetry, an opium induced state. Now, question number sixth one. He prayeth best, who loveth best, all things great and small. In which poem do this line occur? That is poem number, the rhyme of the ancient mariner. Okay, rhyme of the ancient mariner. You have the important line that water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. Also. Now, question number seven. Which of the following biographical cum literary studies was written by Coleridge? Yes, autobiography, you can say biographia literaria. Okay, so this is the answer. Seventh one, biographia literaria. Now, question number eight. Moving to question number eight, that is your oh lady, we receive but what we give, and in our life alone does nature live. Ours is her wedding garment, ours her shroud. Who is the lady referred in this above line? And here the lady is, that is Dorothy. Dorothy, that is William Wordsworth's sister. Okay, William Wordsworth's sister Dorothy. Dorothy Wordsworth. Now, question number 9. In which poem Coleridge refers to my sapping spirit of imagination? Sapping spirit of imagination in the poem Dejection and Oath, option number A. Now, the next question. Yes, just few seconds ago I told you that water, water everywhere, and all the boats did shrink. Water, water everywhere, not any drop to drink. And this is found in found in the poem The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Okay, now moving to the next question. Question number 11. Why were the ancient mariner and his companions so cursed? Ancient mariner and his friends were so cursed because of the right option is they were cursed for killing an albatross. Okay, killing an albatross, the bird. How many birds are there in the rhyme of the ancient mariner? 4, 5, 6, or 7? It is 7. Rhyme of the ancient mariner, it has 7 birds. Now Coleridge has written an ode addressed to a country. Which of the following countries is addressed? England, Greece, France, or Italy? Yes, option number C, France. 14, question number 14. Weave a circle round him thrice, and close your eyes with holy dread, for he on honeydew hath fed, and drunk the milk of paradise. From which poem are these lines quoted? Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, Kubla Khan, Christabel, or Frost at Night. And here the right answer is option number B, Kubla Khan. Okay. Then Kubla Khan, it's a dream projection. It's an incomplete poem. Now, question number 15. Coleridge is best known for each concept of imaginary, concept of imagery, concept of imagination, concept of the level of subconsciousness, or concept of emotional depth. 15.1 is option number B. Yes, at the starting I told you some important concepts from H.T. Coleridge's writings, that is concept of imagination, fancy, two types of imagination, willing suspension of disbelief. Okay, now question number 16, that is into how many parts is Christabel divided? Christabel is divided into 2, 3, 4, or 5, and answer is 2. Remember this one, Christabel, 2 parts. Rhyme of the ancient mariner, we have 7 parts. Okay, yeah. Next question, question number 17. There she sees a damsel bright, very important line, dressed in a silken robe of white, that shadowy in the moonlight shone, the neck that made that white robe one. Now, from which poem are these lines quoted? It's here the right option is Christabel. Christabel, yes. What is the name of the sorceress in Christabel? Yeah, you have the right answer. That is option number C, Geraldine. Okay, Christabel was what you can say influenced by the magic of Geraldine. Next one is what is Coleridge's poem Fears in Solitude. Fears in Solitude, it is an ode, a sonnet, fable, or narrative poem. Fear in Solitude, it's a narrative poem. Okay. Now question number 20. Coleridge has written a poem, The Nightingale. He himself calls it a means what he calls. Okay. Um, about the poem The Nightingale. Here the question right answer is Nightingale is a conversation poem. Okay, I mean that Fears in Solitude narrative poem and The Nightingale a conversation poem. The Nightingale a poem on conversation or conversation poem. Now 21, question number 21. Coleridge has written a poem entitled The Destiny of Nations. He himself call it the destiny of nation. The destiny of nation, it's a vision. Okay. Now yeah, if you are preparing for EMRS exam or DSSSB, if you need some important questions on romantic poets, you just go to my YouTube channel and check the playlist. There you will find some MCQs. Okay, MCQs on William Wordsworth, and you can find MCQs on figure of speech. Okay, figure of speech or rhetorics. Okay. Yes, now moving to the next questions. Question number 22. Coleridge has written an elegy on death of Keats, Shelley, Chatterton, and Byron. It's a very very important question, and Coleridge has written an elegy on the death of Chatterton. Now, Coleridge's poems entitled "To a Friend" is addressed to a poem is addressed to Wordsworth, Walter Scott, Charles Lamb, or William Hazlitt. Now you may get confused that a friend means William Wordsworth. No, it's here to a friend. It talks about Charles Lamb. Okay, he also collaborated with the Charles Lamb. Okay, to compose poems. Now 24. I am poor of a low estate, the mother of the Prince of Peace. Joy rises in me like a summer's morn. Peace, peace on earth. The Prince of Peace is born. From which poem are these lines quoted? Here the answer is a Christmas Carol. Okay, the last poem. Last question, 25th one. Friend of the wise and teacher of the good, into my heart have I received that lady that lay more than historic, that prophetic lay. Now these lines are from to Walter Scott, to Wordsworth, to Sade, or to Byron. That is to William Wordsworth. And if you think that this short video is very much helpful to you, then please do subscribe to my channel, and very quickly I am going to have some more important questions on remaining romantic poets. Thank you.